Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Hope you guys are enjoying your day, spending time with your family, eating lots of delicious food. Whatever you're doing on Thanksgiving, hope you're enjoying it. As per usual, we get a couple Thanksgiving games, and we started off with Houston going up against the Detroit Lions. And I gotta say this, man. If you're a Lions fan, you gotta start requesting that you guys be removed from this list. You guys gotta be tired of playing Thanksgiving games. Take the Lions off of the Thanksgiving schedule because every single year, they just continue to get blown out and just beaten badly. On a normal Sunday, the Lions, it's going to be a close game. They're going to fight. It's going to be a close game. Either they start getting blown out and then they have to crawl their way back, or they're having a huge lead, they blow it, and then the game's close. But for the most part, it's usually a close game with Lions games. But on Thanksgiving, bruh, it gets taken to another level. For some reason, their defense does not show up on Thanksgiving, and they just end up getting blown out. And that's what happened here today. Deshaun Watson, man. Deshaun Watson continues to show why he's still one of the elite quarterbacks in the game. And I understand, overall in the season, he's not having a spectacular year. He's having a good year, but not a spectacular year. But today, he showed exactly why he's one of those elite quarterbacks. And it just sucks that he's on a failing team like Houston. I want Baltimore to take a real close look at the Houston Texans and what Deshaun Watson is going through. That is our future if we keep up with this nonsense. I'm telling you, in a couple years, we're going to be seeing Lamar Jackson having, not even a couple years, maybe next season. If the way it continues this season, if we go into next season with the same coaches we have right now, we'll go into next season and Lamar will be in the same situation. We'll probably be under 500, and this man's going to have to fight to help us win games. This is exactly what Baltimore, that's your future right now. The situation going on in Houston is exactly what's going on with Baltimore right now, with the injuries on the defense and the lack of help on the offense, as well as injuries. Yeah, that's our future right there. That's our future with these coaches, man. Something's got to change in Baltimore. But yeah, Deshaun Watson, man, he continues to show why he's special. Over 300 yards passing and 4 touchdowns. Now, I know that last touchdown, everyone's going to be like, well, that's easy. That was more of, they were just messing around with the Lions, and the Lions were just being trash. And honestly, they were just playing around with them. That last touchdown to Fuller was easy because he was wide open. Nobody was near him. And the thing is, the Lions blitzed. But for some reason, they just wanted to go home. Because if you're blitzing, and Deshaun Watson's he's just standing there. Of course, he passed it, I believe, to Duke Johnson. And then Johnson passed it, David Johnson. And he passed it back to Watson, who was just standing there. And then just threw an wide open pass to Fuller for that touchdown to basically ice the game, even though the game was already over. I know it was an easy touchdown, but my God, the Lions, if you're blitzing, for God's sakes, you tried to send everybody. And y'all still couldn't you still couldn't stop this play? Man, y'all just want to go home. Seriously, somebody, please, Lions fans, y'all got to start calling for this, man. Y'all got to get off of Thanksgiving Day. Stop playing on Thanksgiving. Stop it. Stop playing on Thanksgiving because every single year y'all get cooked. Of course, I mean, not every year they're doing bad, but there are so many occasions I just remember seeing the Lions on Thanksgiving, and they end up getting blown out. And I'm like, this team does not deserve to be on here. Put a team that deserves to be here. But yeah, good for Houston. In terms of the game as a whole, turnover-wise, man, Detroit turned the ball over 3 times. 2 fumbles and a pick 6 by Matthew Stafford. The ball got tipped in the air. J.J. Watt saw that, and he took that to the house. So good for J.J. Watt, Very nice, very special for him. But yeah, Matthew Stafford was Matthew Stafford. I don't know what to tell you. He's going to put up a lot of stats, but he's not going to win the game. Not even close. He had a touchdown pass. That was really it. He had a touchdown pass and interception. Threw the ball relatively well, but honestly, nah. There was nothing to come from this game. There was nothing exciting to come from this game. It was exactly what we expected it to be. Either it was going to be a boring game nobody wanted to watch, or Detroit was going to get blown out. I don't think anybody saw Detroit blowing out the Texans. It wasn't going to happen. The only positives I saw for the most part really came with the Texans. Because Deshaun Watson on primetime, on Thanksgiving as well, showed that, yeah, he's still got it. It sucks that he's in this situation, and it sucks that the Texans will most likely not be going to the playoffs. But Deshaun Watson's still special. It's just the team around him is failing him. The coaching staff has failed him. The team around him is not good enough to compete in the AFC, and he's still doing what he's got to do, man. So, yeah, Deshaun Watson's still special. Texans fans appreciate everything he brings to the table. Y'all just got to get that situation fixed. And it might not even happen next year because of all the damage Bill O'Brien's done, but hopefully they don't ruin this man's career. I hope for that. Maybe we'll see what happens in the near future for Watson, but at least today he shined. Over 300 yards passing, 4 touchdowns. He looked special, man. He looked special. He was airing it out. He was airing it out. He was airing it out to Johnson. He was airing it out to Fuller. He was airing it out to his guys. I mean, he was throwing the ball down the field. He looked absolutely beautiful. When Deshaun Watson's on it, he has one of the most beautiful deep balls in the league. Oh, man. Guy's special. Guy is truly special. And it sucks that he's dealing with this situation. But hey, he got to come on Thanksgiving Day and torch the Detroit Lions. It's a tradition at this point. The Lions getting torched on Thanksgiving, it's just a tradition at this point. I think Lions fans have to accept that. Y'all just get beat on Thanksgiving. It's just what happens. I don't remember. When was the last time they won? Did they win last year? I'm trying to remember the last time the Lions actually won on Thanksgiving. I remember. Oh, man. I don't really remember the last. Maybe it was last year. I don't remember last year's game either, because every time you watch a Lions game on Thanksgiving, it's either the Lions are getting blown out or it's just boring. So I really don't remember the last time the Lions actually won on Thanksgiving. I do remember another time they got blown out 45-7. Just the Lions. The Lions aren't going anywhere. They have to fire Patricia at the end of this season. You just have to. Also, Detroit, I don't know how you feel about this, but it might be time to start looking for another quarterback. I don't know. Stafford he doesn't seem like he's going to be able to take you guys to the promised land. Again, when it comes to stats, no, he's one of the best in the league when it comes to putting up stats. But in terms of significant stats and wins and stuff like that, nah. And it's not all his fault. We know Matthew Stafford's talented. But it's been so long, Detroit. I don't know if this is the guy that can, at this point in his career, do you guys believe this guy can take you to the promised land? Because we've been to the playoffs a couple times when you guys were under Caldwell, and both those times ended in playoff failure because you went one and done. So I'm just sitting here and thinking at this point, like, do Lions fans really believe this guy can really take them to the Super Bowl? If you get him a good coach and pieces around him, how much faith do you have in him? I'm not saying the situation he's in is all his fault, but Matthew Stafford at times has just looked terrible. I don't know, man. Everything's going wrong for Detroit. They got their yearly Thanksgiving beaten by another team, and now they can just go home, eat some turkey, spend time with the family. That's how it is. As for the Texans, I don't know where y'all going either. It just seems like right now Deshaun Watson's kind of stuck in this situation where even if he plays well, it's not really going to amount to much in the long run. They're not making the playoffs this year, and I think he's kind of accepted that, but he's going to still keep fighting because you can't give up hope. Who knows what's going to happen in this AFC? But for the most part, it really looks like they're out of it. Like, they're just done. They're done. But still, it was nice to watch Deshaun Watson go out there and show us why he's still an elite quarterback. A lot of people have been disrespecting him. Not that much because so far this season, everybody's just focused on bashing Lamar Jackson for the most part. And Carson Wentz, which Carson Wentz is a different case. I mean, because even I understand the Carson Wentz situation, but like legit, it's just times where he himself has gone out there and looked like trash. You can't excuse the interception and fumbles for Wentz, but you can't excuse the situation he's dealing with. His individual play, however, no. As for Lamar, it's kind of the same situation. He's kind of dealing with the injuries, both offensively and defensively, guys not making the plays, and also him himself also not making the plays. But it's not like he's Carson Wentz, just turning the ball over all the time. It's really only been against Pittsburgh. Lamar Jackson, in terms of turning the ball over, it's really just been against Pittsburgh. Though, for some reason, those 2-minute drives before half, Lamar Jackson this season has not been great with that. He was great with that last season. This season, he just throwing picks. So, Yeah. But yeah, this is about Deshaun Watson, not about what Lamar's going through. We're not even going to see him tonight, which I probably will talk about later, but we'll wait till after the Dallas-Washington game. But yeah, Deshaun Watson's still special. I love him. Great quarterback. Still shows he can play at an elite level, and it just sucks that he's on this Texans team. But hey, that's how the situation is. Anyway, great win for the Texans. It was an interesting game until halftime, where we got it was an interesting game until about halftime. After that, it was over. But yeah, that's really all I got to say for this. Great game, Deshaun. Great game. That's all I got, and I'm out of here, man. Peace.